Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you have a great day today, by golly. All day long. Let's get the crack lagging. Revenge. That's a pill of poison right there. You get revenge on somebody else and you just put yourself in that negative flow of life to bring more nastiness to you. It's just not worth it. The best revenge you can give to anyone is to just live a good life. Just forget about them, let it all go, and live a good life. Is that easy? Nah, that's hard. That's a hard thing to do. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's well worth it. It is well worth it. First of all, two wrongs don't make a right. Never have, never will. Somebody does something to you, I know it sucks and it's hard to deal with and it's a pain in the neck, but two wrongs do not make a right. Just the best thing to do is just let it go and move on. How do you let that go when somebody wrongs you? Well, first thing you do is you pray for them. You pray for them every day until it doesn't bother you anymore. Does that work? Absolutely it does. Works real well. I've done it many times. People have screwed me over and done something wrong, and it's like, what the heck? You know, and my first thought is, I'm going to get them back one way or another. And that's a very mild way of putting my first thought. And then I thought, what good is that going to do me? If I go back and do whatever to them, what good is it going to do me? It's not going to do me any good. So I stopped praying for them. I pray for them every day until they don't bother me anymore. I had one particular guy, we'll just put it that way, that I did a lot of work for and screwed me over at the end of that deal. It was a pretty rough one to take at that time. It was back when everything crashed and money was kind of tight. It was a pretty hard one to handle. I didn't want to do good things to that guy. Anyway, I talked it over with a good friend and just to get it out of my system, and then I started praying for him. And I just kept praying every day, until it no longer bothered me. Then lo and behold, one day, that person called me. I couldn't believe it. It's like, what the heck is going on? And I was a little upset, so I said, well, I got to pray some more. So I kept praying some more. And then a little while later, I happened to be somewhere and looked up, and there they were right there. And I had absolutely no emotional reaction whatsoever. And I just looked up and said, thank you, God, because I knew it worked. And I just went on living my life. And I watched that person go right down the tubes. I've watched that happen with several people that screwed me over. And I'm still living a good life. Why? Because I chose to. I chose to live a good life and let it go and get help from the higher power with it. Here's the deal. This is how it works. Anytime you pray, anytime you open yourself up to God, you allow His grace to flow in. And His grace is more powerful than any resentment, anger, anything that you can be dealing with. His grace is more powerful than that. So every day you pray to Him, every time you pray, you open up and you get more of His grace in there, and it will just melt that stuff away. And before you know it, you're feeling good, you're happy, you're living your life. Now, isn't that really the way to go? I don't know about you, but when I'm angry and upset and wound up, I'm not happy. Life's not going good. The days are passing me by. My guts are churning. There's nothing good about it. When I'm not worrying about that stuff and I feel good and I'm happy, life goes good, the day goes good. I enjoy the company around me. I don't think any of that stuff. I'm not wasting my energy. I'm not getting tired. I'm just happy. So the best revenge is let it go and live a good life. Just cut them out of your life. Look, watch them go, get smaller and smaller and smaller in your rear view mirror as you're driving down the road to happiness. That's so much better way to go. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Revenge, it's not worth it. Living a good life, that's the best revenge you can ever get. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Over.